Welcome back to Self-Care Sunday. Let's just take a few moments to pause, get yourself settled a little bit, either standing, seated, or lying down. I'm just going to take a sip of water as we get started today. So we'll start, as always, with a ring of the bell. And as I ring the bell, just take a moment to remember that we are practicing with others. We are practicing with the intention of feeling connected to others, even if we're practicing by ourselves, that we are not alone. We're always connected. So as you get settled in, you can close your eyes if you'd like, and then we'll listen to the bell together. So welcome yourself, give yourself a pat on the back for showing up today. Today's practice is called soft belly breathing, and this comes from the Center for Mind-Body Medicine with Dr. Jim Gordon. It's very simple. It's preferable if you do it seated or lying down, but you could also practice it standing at any time. And basically, when you breathe in, you're going to try to keep your belly soft. Breathing in, you say the word internally to yourself, soft. And as you breathe out, you say to yourself, belly. So you can start doing this as you're ready. And as we practice, I'm going to give you some physiology and science behind what's happening in your mind and body. This can help to relax muscles, quiet your mind just a little bit, and help you to get into a space where you feel more connected to compassion and kindness toward yourself and others. So just take a moment, even if you've begun, to just check in with your position, the position you're in, and see if you need to make any adjustments, you need to reposition at all. And you can slow and deepen your breath for a few moments, like breathing really deeply into your belly so your belly expands as you breathe in. And see if you can get it to move back in and come toward the spine as you breathe out. Just a few really deep breaths. Expanding with the inhale and releasing or pulling the belly back even just a little bit as you exhale. And you can breathe in through your nose if possible, and then breathe out through either your mouth or nose, whichever you prefer. Sort of get the feel of that. And then just let everything relax and let your belly begin or continue to move as you breathe. And if you haven't already been saying soft as you breathe in, do so, and belly as you breathe out. Excuse me. And try to let your belly be as relaxed as possible right now. It's kind of getting into your little space and zone. And again, your eyes can be opened or closed depending on what works for you or where you are. It's helpful sometimes if we close our eyes, it can kind of shut out some of the external stimulation, which can help us to feel a little more quiet in our bodies and minds, but that doesn't work for everyone. So do what feels good to you. And if at any time as you do this, you feel thoughts coming in, your mind is kind of wandering, just very gently, kindly bring your awareness back to the words soft and belly. Letting your belly be soft and relaxed. So the more you do that, the more air goes to the bottom of your lungs, and that means you're going to get more oxygen into your bloodstream. This oxygen will feed and nourish all the cells in your body. See if you can visualize that even. Also, breathing in and out like this with a soft belly activates our vagus nerve. Vagus means wandering in Latin. And the vagus nerve is your 10th cranial nerve. It's long and wide, and it has many branches. It runs all the way from your abdomen, through your chest, back into your central nervous system, to your brain. So it's a huge bundle of nerves and many branches that goes to a lot of different places in the trunk of your body from your brain. And the vagus nerve, when we stimulate it, is the antidote to our fight or flight response of our sympathetic nervous system. So when we breathe from our bellies in this slow, deep way through the nose, you're activating the vagus nerve. And that can help to relax the large muscles in your body. It can help to slow your heart rate and even decrease your blood pressure, and do things like improve your digestion. Excuse me. So continue to breathe, soft belly. The vagus nerve also helps us to calm the amygdala, which is the emotional part of our brain in our limbic system. And it's really responsible for feelings of big emotions, especially things like fear and aggression. So we're calming our amygdala with this soft belly breathing. And we're also activating the prefrontal cortex, the cortex area, which is a part of our brain that helps us make good decisions. It's our judgment, how we make decisions, how we treat others, a sense of compassion. Being able to connect with that is in our frontal cortex. So we're activating or connecting more to that part of the brain when we do soft belly breathing. And we're helping to calm or give a little less emphasis on the amygdala, that big emotion part of our brain, when we do this way of breathing. There's a branch of the vagus nerve that also connects to facial expressions. So we can not only relax muscles in our face, but also awaken the part of our brain that helps us to relate and connect more with others through our tone of voice and through our expressions that come through in our face. Soft belly. So focusing even more on relaxation, I'm going to guide you through awareness of some different parts of your body. And as I do this, just let those areas relax. Try taking 2 breaths for each area, using the exhales to allow those areas to relax just a little bit more. There's no hurry with this. So let's start in the head, the face, the neck area. Taking a couple of soft belly breaths. Put your awareness here, in this area of your body, and just invite a sense of releasing and relaxing. Continuing to repeat soft belly as you breathe. And then move your awareness into your shoulders, your arms down through your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your fingers. And take a couple of breaths, relaxing this area of the body. Soft belly. Soft belly. Finding your own rhythm with your breath. Now we'll move our awareness to the chest and the back and down through the whole trunk, the whole torso, the ribs, down into the belly area, the lower back. Just bring your awareness to the whole area between your lower neck and your hips. And take a couple more breaths, breathing in and out, letting this area relax. Then bring your awareness down into the area of your buttocks and your hips, your pelvis. Take 2 breaths, letting this area soften as you breathe in and out. Move your awareness down through your legs, from the thighs into the knees and down through your lower legs and all the way into your feet. Couple of breaths, letting those areas relax. And just take another minute or so to let your whole body settle, continuing to repeat the words soft and belly as you breathe in and out. Noticing how you're feeling at this moment. And being okay, trying to find a level of just gentle, kind self-acceptance, whatever you're feeling. Noticing even if there are little tiny shifts in how you're feeling. Sometimes we look for big, extravagant, huge results, and we may have that sometimes, but more likely we're going to feel just small changes, and those are worth noticing and celebrating, because that means that we do have an impact. We do have some control over how we're feeling. If we choose to take the time and do the practice, we can actually shift what's going on in our brains, our nervous systems, our bodies. So just notice, even if there's the smallest little shift, a little more relaxation, a little more sense of quiet, a little more sense of softness. And celebrate that. Maybe pat yourself on the back, give yourself a hug, tell yourself you rock, you're awesome, way to go, in your mind or out loud if you're comfortable with that. And as you do that, I invite you to start to wiggle your toes and fingers and kind of stretch and move. You're welcome to open your eyes if they were closed. And just noticing again how it feels to have taken this time for yourself. I really commend you for spending this time with me. This was a little longer and might have felt challenging, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be this long every time. You can make it shorter, do it in little 1, 2, 3, 5-minute segments until you get more used to it. But it does take practice. So if you felt yourself getting a little agitated or your mind wandering a lot, that is totally normal. And with a little bit of practice and maybe taking more little baby steps, you will find that for most of us, this is a practice that can work really, really well. So I invite you to try it out each day this week, at least once a day. Maybe you just remember in little moments to take a few soft belly breaths while you're transitioning from one activity in your life to another, or right before you eat a meal, as you're, expressing gratitude for your meal and for your life and everything that went into bringing you that meal, you can just take a few soft belly breaths with that as well. Or maybe after a tough day, before you turn on the TV, just sitting for a few moments and taking a few soft belly breaths. Or right before you go to sleep. It's a great time as well. So I know this one was a little longer. I am so glad that you joined me, is what I was trying to say, in this. And I hope you have a wonderful day and find some benefit in this. And I look forward to seeing you next Sunday to practice together again. Until then, peace. Take care.